Yeah, now I will go on to our forwards, which will include our wingers and centre forwards. Chukwuemeka could have probably slid in there as well, but here we are. Anyway, who are we saying? Pulisic. Yeah, he's got to go, man. He should have went ages ago. He's been living off his lockdown form for 2 years now. Like, do more. Like, I feel like he lost a yard after that injury, but it's mad. Like, I couldn't say he's a flop signing, like, because that would imply signing him was a bad idea. I think he showed during lockdown why we signed him. The sky was the limit for him, and I think the injury may have taken more of a toll than we thought. It looks like he has lost a bit of a yard, but even just so, like, his decision making is just so bad. He's just not good enough for Chelsea right now, so he's got to go. But, thank you for dragging us into the Champions League under Lampard, because, yeah, we'd be a different club if you didn't. Yeah, Aubameyang's got to go, ain't he? I didn't even want him here in the first place. Obviously, he came back because he wanted to work with Tuchel, got one game, Tuchel got sacked, and then he got outcasted. I feel for him. Like, none of this is his fault. I think Barcelona, he went to Barcelona, was doing well. They signed Lewandowski. Like, who wouldn't? Then he's gone to Chelsea, like, to reunite with his old manager, and his old manager gets sacked, and then he gets outcasted. Like, he doesn't deserve that. He really didn't deserve that. I think, I don't know, all these things about him being unprofessional and all these rumours, I think it's unnecessary. Even, I think Potter came out and said, no, Aubameyang's been a top professional. Like, maybe under Arteta, he was a bit of a diva. I don't know, but yeah, I think he's been hard done by. But yeah, he needs to go. I know João Felix is on his way out, but I would have 100% kept him. He was undoubtedly our best player since arriving at the club. He's the only one that showed any bit of ingenuity in the final third. The only person that looked like he could make something out of nothing, and it's what we've been lacking for ages. But I get it. There's a new manager coming in with an inflated squad, and Cuckoo's on his way. So I understand, but I'm still disappointed. But yeah, thank you for your services, Mr. Felix. Modric. He should stay. He's obviously shown a bit of talent. He just needs a bit of confidence. He needs to just calm down in front of goal and work on his decision making, which will come once he has a coach that knows what he's doing, and also that coaches the team so they have phases of play where the players know where they're supposed to be, so it becomes second nature. That's what a good coach does, which we lack severely under Lampard. But yeah, the sky's the limit for Madrid. He just needs the right guidance. I look forward to seeing him like spread his wings and become a good player at Chelsea. Potentially great. Raheem Sterling. I don't get the disrespect. He's the most disrespected player I've seen. No, besides Neymar. So disrespected. The guy he's a Premier League Hall of Fame player, and that's undeniable with his accomplishments. Yeah. Come to Chelsea, people are like skeptical. Under Tuchel, he was our top scorer. Potter comes in, starts playing in wing back. He still puts in some good performances. Then he gets injured, comes back to Lampard, and even he put in some good performances under Lampard as well. So I don't get it. He's a top player, and he will continue to be. I think Pochettino will want to keep him as well, because regardless of what you think of him, he's one of the few players in our squad that has that winning mentality, that has been a consistent champion. So we need players like that in our dressing room right now. So Sterling for the keep, man. Stop disrespecting my boy. Now, I'm not saying that just because I'm Jamaican. Armando Broja. Brilliant young prospect, I think. I think he's the closest thing we could have got to a Diego Costa. He's unbelievably quick. He's strong. To be honest, I don't know if he's lost a yard after his injury, but if he's anywhere near as quick as he was, yeah, brilliant. And he's got eye for goal. I think he's got the world at his feet at this point, and I look forward to seeing him grow. Hopefully, he gets that platform at Chelsea. But yeah, keep him for sure. Well, I think Ziyech has answered that question for us. He wants to go. He should go. He is a very talented player, but it's not worked out for Chelsea. For one reason or another. I think he's been unlucky with injuries at times. He's found his flow and then got injured. Especially, to be fair, when he first started playing under Lampard, he was amazing. But yeah, he doesn't want it for us anymore. And he tried to leave for PSG in January, and we kept him and played him. I don't get it. And also, I watched Chelsea Leicester last season live, and if you watched that warm up and saw how Ziyech was taking the piss, like he looked like he was like kicking the ball around with like his toddler child. Like he if he had pockets, his hands would have been in them. Like he was so casual, it was mad. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I thought he's definitely gone because there's no way he'll be so lax in a warm up. But I think he came off the bench. I couldn't believe it. Like I think he done a disservice to every Chelsea player in the youth academy, even bringing Ziyech on, because he obviously didn't want to be there. Like, at least pretend. But I get it. He wanted to go. I'm not mad at Ziyech, but he should just go. Fofana. To be honest, I don't know a thing about him. All I know is he's on big money and we've spent money on him. Gotta loan him, surely. He's been training with the youth team. Like, obviously, someone out there thinks he's not levels yet. To be honest, I don't know if he is or not. I don't know about him, but I don't even know why we signed him, to be honest. But because we got Brozier, and we're probably gonna look for another like established number 9. So yeah, loan him. Noni, he has been class every time he stepped on the pitch for Chelsea. Like, world at his feet. Like, brilliant signing, brilliant talent. He's just one of the many talents we just need to get to gel with the whole team. And then the sky is the limit for Chelsea Football Club. Yeah, keep him for sure. And last but not least, the Champions League winning goal scorer, Kai Havertz. Now, listen, I think he's a phenomenal player. I've seen him live a few times and I think he's an artist. Like, he makes things look so easy. Like, he's brilliant on the ball. He's a real technician. And every big game he turns up for us. Like, there's a reason Real Madrid won him. But having said that, it hasn't worked out for him. I don't think it's by fully his own fault. We haven't played him in the strongest position. His best position is a 10. We've been relying on him to be our primary goal threat. He's not that player. He's a goal scorer. He's not a primary goal threat. He obviously as a 9, he's going to have 2 centre-backs on him at all times. He's not that player to be able to shrug people off and score and be a 25 goal a game striker. That's just never been his game. To be honest, I think Pochettino loves a 10, doesn't he? He turned Dele Alli into a generational talent, or what looked like one. And as soon as they parted ways, look where Dele Alli's career's gone. Obviously, there's more to it than the managerial change, but I think the the change in management for him at Spurs definitely played a part. So yeah, I feel like he could potentially flourish under Pochettino, but I don't think it's worth the risk for him, to be honest. He just needs a new chapter. I think Real Madrid will do him well. I think as someone that thrives under the spotlight for club and country, Real Madrid, the spotlight isn't any brighter at any club. So I think he will do an absolute madness at Real Madrid. Quote me on that. I've had people ridicule me online for that already, but I think the move will probably go unless we try to price Real Madrid out. But I see him doing great things at Real Madrid. Yeah. So, yeah, sell Kai Havertz, I say, with a heavy heart. So, here is my complete list of players I will keep, loan, and sell. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm sure you'll have your fair share of opinions, but keep it respectful.